Hello folks, John Goldstein here, President of Leisure Coachworks. Going to take a few minutes of your time so I can save you a bunch of your time to go over the number one question that seems to be asked by all RVers. How do I change my cabinet door latch that broke? Over here we have everything you need to do the job. The latch, the screws, an angle screwdriver, an electric drill. Just depends on how tight of a space you're trying to put it in, whether it's a cabinet door or a drawer. That's what's going to make the difference. Rather than doing it myself and showing you all the ways you shouldn't do it, I brought one of my skilled technicians, Martin Contreras, over here to show us the tricks of the trade. First thing you have to determine is what door are we going to put it on. Over here we have a perfect representation of a large overhead door. And the thing you want to clarify is how thick is the piece of wood that you're going to put it on. Right here we have a 3/4 inch piece of wood, which unfortunately is not thick enough to mount your standard catch. Here's trick number one. If you look at the standard catch, it only has a hole and a slide. And to make this work and install it to where you have enough room to make it latch, you're going to use this area right here and drill a new hole. Now that we've drilled the holes out, what you're going to do is you're going to install the catch back on the latch. And then take it up, put it into place on the 3/4 inch wood, about where we want to put it. Grab your screw gun, and in this case we're using an angle screwdriver, so we have plenty of room. We're going to install the screw in the new hole that we just drilled. And you see right here, the one thing we're trying to do is make sure that the latch is flush with the outside of the wood. Now that we know that the latch is still flush with the piece of wood, we're going to install the top screw. Now that we have the catch installed, we're going to close the door and make sure that the door still closes smoothly. Then we're going to open the door. We're going to remove the catch. We're going to install this catch towards the top of the door, and we're going to visually make sure that it lines up with that catch and install one screw only. That way, in case we need to move it up or down, you can. Going to close the door again. We're going to look at how it lines up. Looks like it's perfect. Going to reinstall the top screw. Close the door, make sure it still catches, and that's it. Now that we've covered how to install a catch on a door, let's talk about the differences to install it on a drawer. Right here's a perfect example of the catch not holding the door closed, so the door might slide out during travel. So the first step to changing a catch on a drawer is removing the drawer. Each drawer may be required to be removed differently. Second step is we're going to remove the old latch with an angle driver. Now that we have the old latch out, we're going to grab our new catch. We're going to pre-drill those holes again, because we only have 3/4 inch wood to secure it to, and we need all the space on that latch. Now, if you had thicker wood to attach it to, you don't need to pre-drill. We're lining it up flush with the face of the cabinet. We're going to take our screws, now that we've pre-drilled those holes, and because this drawer catch was lining up, we're going to use the same holes to make it nice and easy. Now that we got the old catch removed and we're installing a screw on the new catch, we're going to use the existing holes because the catch lined up perfectly before we removed it. It was just broken. Then we're going to remove the latch. Again, in this case, we're only replacing the catch because the latch is still perfectly fine. We're going to leave that where it is and try and install the drawer. If the drawer lines up and latches, your job is done. If it doesn't, you can take the 2 screws and slightly adjust it left or right to make sure it latches perfectly and save your new latch for the next time this side breaks on another drawer. I hope you found that video informative. Special thanks to my man Martin Contreras over here, master of fit and finish. If you guys have any questions, stop on by Fontana, California. We're right across the street from the California Speedway. Check us out online at leisurecw.com or like us on Facebook.